Hello, welcome to an interim Bell Drinkers report. I promised that I would give you a little update on the video, and this is my latest purchase, which is a green screen, but not any green screen. It's a seriously big green screen. And this comes from My Wife's Gonna Kill Me Enterprises Limited. So I've got to work out where I can film this because it is 13 foot wide. But the problem we've had previously with these things is that the big green screen we had at Leicester's just relied on gravity to keep it wrinkle free. And then sadly, gravity doesn't do that. But this, even though it looks quite wrinkly, when we illuminate this will be pretty good. And the reason we use green screen is the fact that often the shots we want to do aren't real, so we want to fake stuff up, and it's quite useful to have a green screen. I have a pull-up one which I can just cart about, which is good for individuals. I can just pop it up anywhere I like, but this part of the verse requires quite a few people singing at once, or miming at once, shall we say, and they need to be sitting down and next to each other, and unless I have a very wide green screen, it's a real pain because people end up with their arms poking out the side, which means I can't put any background behind that unless I do something called rotoscoping, which is tracking their hand movements. And if they're doing all this sort of stuff, I've got to track individual finger movements, which is an absolute pain and takes hours and hours. Whereas shoving up a green screen means as long as they're not wearing green, all I've got to do is chroma key out the green and I can stick them on any background I like. So this is the green screen that I've just bought and just assembled, and it takes a long while to assemble. I wanted to see exactly how big it was because when you look on Amazon, it says, oh, it's 13 foot. And you're thinking, what does 13 foot look like? Yep, that's what 13 foot looks like. Obviously, it's got a bit wrinkled at the corners, but then haven't we all? I've been doing some other stuff on the video. Now, the thing is, funnily enough, with this video, because of the way it is, and you'll see it when it's finally come out, and maybe that'll make sense, is that we have to decide who's singing what and work out whether we can video them doing that, because it's a very, very regimented location we're going to be making them appear in. So, for instance, we can't have 5 people singing a verse together because we won't better film them together and it will look silly. So I'm planning it like that. So this is the first time I've ever planned the video this far in advance. So I've actually done some of the special effects already, even though the song, we haven't even got the vocalists in yet. It's not very, we haven't got anywhere near that sort of level, but we are doing all the other music, but I do know how it's going to go. And so in the meantime, when we're not actually doing some music, I'm just thinking, how am I going to film that? And have we got enough lights for that? And how are we going to make it as easy as possible? Because it's fine to do stuff in post-production. So when you filmed it, you can repair it, but it's much better if you don't have to. If you can film it right at the first time, it's hugely advantageous and far less painful, because things like when you're rendering video, it's fine, you can view it very low resolution just to make sure the shot's okay and it frames okay. But finally, you've got to do a final render at high quality. And if you don't plan that, I mean, I did a shot the other day that took 4 days to render onto video because I haven't got, Disney's stuff. So my processor just has to grumble away while it's also receiving emails and goodness knows doing all the other things that computers do. So it's a bit of a pain, but anyway, this is the latest purchase, and fortunately my wife's at an orchestral concert. But I will reap the whirlwind when she returns, no doubt. Anyway, see you later. Cheers.